that's one of the things that has kept me kind of ahead in the game when it comes to like business and physique and lifestyle, is that I call it the separate, actually, I kind of probably got this from what's his name? Ed Milet talks about it, is the separation season.
Right.
So to me, if you're doing the things on the weekends that most people only do Monday through Thursday, then every year you're just going to get a little bit more ahead, or you're going to maintain, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's what I've really done no days off philosophy, is that a lot of people go hard Monday through Thursday, and then it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's, drinking and partying and whatever. And then they're, repeating the cycle. What I've tried to do is I try to be consistent even on the weekends. And again, not perfect all the time.
Never perfect.
But enough consistency that it starts to compound, because that's what consistency is. Consistency compounds over time, and that's where you yield the most results. Totally. It's that slow drip every single day. You know what I mean? So, and you're a testament to that. And I say that 100%. Just because I'm sitting across from a man that has done the same thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No, just adding to what you're saying, the element of just consistently working over time is going to always allow you to, excel faster. But at the same time, you also become a leader and kind of like a coach to those who are in your circle, and usually your circle develops and becomes stronger. So everything that you do is going to get more seen because of all the people that you've actually touched in your life. So like if you touch another person where it's like you give them an opportunity to be great, then that person is going to shed light to another person who wants to be in that same role. So then you just build an abundant circle of community that's all like high achievers. And that's when you really like tapped in, because no matter what you do from then on, even if you fail forward. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you understand the trials and tribulations of both high adversity and high success. And when you can treat them both the same, oh wow, man, it's a masterpiece.
I love that. I was going to ask you this. So do you have employees right now? Like your people under you?
So the thing about me, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I've the Total Body Band is a band company that I created with my other 3 partners.
Okay.
And then we have our own set of employees under that. Beat the Gym. We do a lot more on the app side. So our employees are in the back end, more system and technology.
Okay.
And then Tony Thomas Sports, it's just, I don't even like to call it employees. It's like strategic partners everywhere. We do things. We try to incite good campaigns and just get on good projects on a year-to-year fashion, whether it be for brands like No Days Off, coupling that with Game Face and like Celsius running around here with different activations at different hotels. I like to kind of play that connector piece and make it vibrant and good people who are a part of good quality brands, put them together in the same room, and you don't have to do anything after that. Yeah. It's like everybody kind of just does their thing. I mean, I literally said that. I go back and that place looked like it was like set up like Edio water everywhere. It was fire. People were like had their own little cooling zone. It was a good setup. I was like, oh, I'm glad that came together, because it's just like putting the right people together can make something so special. And you don't need to be the person that's on it the whole time. It's like they materialized it and made it fire. And it's just like, wow, I love that feeling of being that person. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like to see it. And then hopefully it just continues to grow, and anything that I can help like persevere and, go to the next level, I want it to go to the next level and beyond,
I love that, because I've always been one of those people too that like I connect or I refer without needing anything from it. Right. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of what you just said too. Right. And I feel like that's why we're both kind of in the position that we're in, is that a lot of people do things because they want something in return. And that's not really how you grow. Like, I think if people will not worry about what they're getting from what they're doing and what they're connecting, that they would get so much more out of it.
The process is so much more rewarding and fun when it's done that way.
You start out with like, and I've had people do this all the time. Like, hey, can you let everybody know that, I'm a massage therapist and I'll give you, $10 every time. I'm like, bro, I don't want your money. If you're good at what you do, I'll refer everybody.
Right.
And I've done that my whole life. So, if you're really good at what you do, I'm going to refer somebody to you, but, and then I've had people do that to me where they come to the gym. They're like, if you do this, then I get this. And then you start the conversation out like that. It's like, wait a minute, that's not what
I think there has to be some sort of something that's genuine and that's something that adds like a passion to your life. So like if it's something within your spectrum or space, I get it, where you could be like, okay, we could do something business-wise at a later time, or, maybe we do this the first time and let's see how it goes. Like, so there are ways to segue into doing it, but people tend to like just throw it in where they don't provide any service or benefit.
Or show their value,
or show their value from the beginning.
Show me first, and then we'll get there.
And then we can get there. Yeah, totally. And I think that's where you get the more authentic entrepreneur who will say, hey, I like your product, I like your brand, and I think that there's an opportunity for it in this spectrum. Exactly. I'm going to put you in line with somebody who's in that space. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't, but I definitely think that you need to meet with that particular person because I think it could catapult you to another level. And when you approach things like that, it regardless of where it goes, both parties understand if it becomes something good where it came from, and then you'll reap the benefit of the service. Exactly. And that's all it is. It'll come back to you. Right. Reap the benefit of the service. Yeah. And I think that's where you can find your biggest wins is when you do it authentically like that. It's just amazing.